What's happening, folks? It is more official than a ref with a whistle, and always you posted like a mailbox with the P and the G on rated PG. Unfortunately, we do not have a broski Capdroski. Aww. But we are joined by our very, very special guest, the homeboy who's posted like a mailbox, always slinging hay every day, the ace boom coon, Keegan Ray. Wow. Wow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And folks, you can follow me on Instagram at P Diddy Bopper. That's P Diddy then a B. Gonna see a skinny black dude that look like me. I do not have the Twitter, but you can follow me on Facebook at Piere Escargo, Guyton Piere with one R. And my website also, pierreguyton.com, where you can check out all this merch and things of that nature. And Mr. Keegan Ray, do you have a social media account?
Yeah. Instagram is Curtis Cushion.
Is that with a C or a K?
K.
Both of them Curtis?
K-U-R-T-I-S. K-U-S-H-I-N. That's why I don't use that shit for anything else, because I was like, man, everybody's like, is it a K or a C? I'm like, this was stupid.
No, it really is. Like, for real, like, how do you spell it?
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn it.
Do you have the Facebook?
I do. Just Keegan Ray.
Is that with a K?
Yeah.
I don't know what else it would be. But let me ask you this. What do you label yourself as? Because a lot of people say I'm an entertainer. Though some people say I'm not a comedian. I'm an actor that does comedy.
Oh, I would definitely say I'm a comedian, because I'm just.
I know you are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go just the stand-up comedy route and just. I don't know, man. I just started tour, so it was like kind of going out on tour with Jen Snyder and Ryan Easterbrooks. Like we just started a tour. It's like. It's crazy to be in that feature spot. You know what I'm saying? Once you start touring and you're in that feature spot, and it's like, oh, okay, like this is, now it's, these people are paying to be here. Now I'm getting paid to be here. So it's like, now I have to give my A game, you know?
Always.
Nobody wants to see the feature, like up there trying some new stuff where you're like, what is he doing?
Right. Somebody, Tyler Chronicles always told me too, he goes, you know, every time you get on the show, do your best, bro. He was like, you never know who's going to be in that crowd. Somebody could maybe want to give you $8,000.
And you know, especially in Atlanta. It's like, especially in Atlanta.
You don't know who anybody is here in Atlanta. But how long have you been a comedian? Or no, that's the question. How did you get your start in entertainment? Put it that way.
So start in entertainment about 7 years ago, actually 8 years now. I did music for a long time. So I was in a live band hip hop group called Fundamental Sounds.
Is that fundamental like with a PH?
No, just Fundamental Sounds. But yeah, and you can find it under Curtis Cushion now, but on SoundCloud. But yeah, I did music for a long time, and then about 4 years ago, I had a buddy in Savannah that was like, I was just telling a story outside of the bar, and he was like, dude, have you ever done comedy? And I was like, no. He's like, come down tomorrow night. So I went down this place in Savannah called Chuck's, and did one open mic, and then ever since then, I was like, all right, this is for me.
How did it go the first set?
It went good. I mean, I wasn't structured, but I think a lot of times with me, like I tell stories, and I'm kind of do like the whole, the storytelling. So especially at open mics, it's just different. It's a different flow. So I think people eat that up because you have a lot of like setup, punchline, comedians, and then when somebody comes in telling a story and you have little points where you know they're gonna laugh, people get into it. Man, I'm digging this little cup, bro.
Stole it from Dynasty.
Really? That
I
makes
don't
it even
know.
better.
Stole it from somewhere.
I never thought about them being a shot glass, but that is the perfect shot glass.
I don't know what. I think it was for soy sauce. I don't know.
Oh, see, I was thinking sake, but soy sauce.
You're right.
Better.
Sake. You're right.
Dude, sake fucks me up.
What was that? You ever had soju?
No, what is that?
Oh my god. Soju is like it's Korean rice wine, but it's like a smooth vodka without the burn.
Ooh.
I used to get in trouble with soju. Like, you can buy a 2-liter bottle, I swear, for like $15. My fiance got it, and I was like, what the fuck is this? She was like, soju. And I was like, I don't want that shit. You're supposed to get some Henny bread. And she was like, nah, get this soju. She poured a little bit, I threw it back, and I was like, what is this, water? And then she was like, no. I had like 5 shots, and I went to go grab the bottle on the 6th, and I knocked the bottle over, and I looked at my hand, and I was like, yo, I'm smacked. And she was like, yeah, you're done. I had like 6 shots like in 15 minutes, maybe. I was like, yo, this shit's whack. And then I just kind of fell sideways.
Hey, that's the famous last words. Where you're like, I can't even taste it in here. Like, oh, you're in trouble, bro.
That's a problem.
It's like them White Claws. Everybody tries to.
I've not had them, but
dude, everybody shits on White Claws, but they're as much as a beer, and they taste like carbonated. What is that? white people.
Sparkling water.
LaCroix.
LaCroix. So let me get that LaCroix.
I had one in Savannah the other day because somebody passed me that. I was like, what is this? And I was sipping on it. I was like, you know what? It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I've had way worse tasting things.
Absolutely.
The only bad thing I've heard about White Claw is that it gives you like the world's worst hangover because you just keep drinking them because they're so delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're dehydrated and you throw up your stomach lining and you just laying there like, when is this over? In 6 hours.
When is Pedialyte gonna make their own alcohol, bro?
I've heard, like, seriously, I drink, but once I'm drunk, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause I'm like, I'm already where I need to be. Why do I need 4 more shots and hate myself? Probably throw up in my lap.
See, I'm the other way. I get going and I feel good, and then it's like I wake up in the morning. I'm 31 years old, man. I wake up dying. I'm dying. I keep Pedialyte in the house.
He's like, on deck.
On deck.
Like, he got, well, I was gonna say you got condoms and Pedialyte and your pantry thing, but you probably don't use the condoms.
No, man, I'm in a relationship. Are you kidding
So
me?
am I.
Yeah.
And people are you serious? I was like, yeah, my pull-out game is deplorable. At best. I said to you, I've been using condoms from the jump. I probably pulled out, I can count 10 times probably my whole life. People are you serious? And I said, I bought 9 Plan Bs.
Damn,
because
that's expensive.
It is. And that's why I don't raw dog, because I'm a financial person. And people are like, man, it just feels better. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm a busting nut regardless. Okay, I said, a woman can grab my dick and make really strong eye contact. I'll come eventually. Like, it's just gonna happen. Now, her, I gotta do some other things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I put on a condom, that's making me last longer for you to enjoy it.
I mean, I get
That's
it.
just how I see
get
it. People are like, well, you just train your dick to be better. I was like, my dick doesn't know how to pull out. Like, I've not done it. Would you trust somebody to, like, tie your shoes if they've never tied shoes before?
Yeah.
Would you trust somebody to change your tires? Like, what's a tire? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I am. Someone's like, pull out. I'm like, what's that? I fall in. Like, that's the best part.
That is the worst though. That moment, right when you're trying to pull out and you're like, I have to pull out. That fight, that fight where it's like that part of your brain that wants you to have babies is like, fuck it,
pussy.
We want kids. Like, oh,
you start convincing yourself that maybe it's time.
My girlfriend's got that Terminator birth control. You know what I'm talking about? You can feel it. You can feel it in there. I'm like, oh, there's no telling what that's doing to you.
My homie said, it was a comedian, I forget his name. He was like, all y'all bitches say you on birth control until you get a big dick dude and he knocked that Nuva ring out you. He knocked that ring loose, girl, I'm trying to tell you.
The worst though is when a condom comes off or a condom busts. Have you ever had that happen?
I had it. This is funny. It happened when me and my fiance first got together. It was probably like 2 or 3 months in. I'm sitting here just patty cake, bakers, man. Boom. You know, I'm done. And then, you know, I didn't even dismount. You know, I don't pull out. I got a condom on.
Right.
I was like, I stayed in there. And then I just like put my head on the titty for a little bit. Like, woo! And we both just kind of laid there. And I was like, get your out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get up, slide out. The condom's kind of like on the side, and I see the ring still on. I'm just like, I just freeze. And she was like, what? I didn't move. And then she got up and looked, and we both just sat there and froze for a second. I was like, you got $40. And then she was like, what? And I was like, 30. And she was like, what did you say? I was like, I mean, we can go half on it.
Yeah.
And then she was like, oh my God. I was like, oh, we is French. I'm Piere, but I don't speak French. I don't know what this we business is. He talking about we a lot. Oh, you speak French now?
Oh, that's such a bad feeling.
It didn't have to buy no Plan B. Oh man, that's a scary thought, bro.
Bro, I dated a girl that was older, and she had her cycle down. I'm talking about like she knew what days.
Oh, when she's ovulating. That's
that
a professional
was like
pussy.
that was a roll of the dice. And at first I didn't like it, but then you know you're like whatever. I mean I guess she's 38 years old, 39 years old. She ain't never been pregnant, so who am I? You know,
Who am I to judge?
Yeah, like
you know, maybe you just can't get burned. Like you ever see somebody just like the cooks at Waffle House? They just scramble eggs with their fingers.
Yeah.
He's like, it's just different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen it do. Go back to. I'm like, you don't even need no salt. Just put a little pepper in there. We're gonna be all right. Let me ask you this though. How long have you been doing stand-up comedy professionally or seriously, I would say?
I would say, I mean, let's be real. I've been doing comedy for 4 years, but like seriously, I say this is the first year I've actually been like really going in and really being like, okay, let's be serious. You know, let's do this. And doing shows and going on tour and traveling. And so I would say just this year, man, really. kind of like had a lot of stuff in my life kind of happen, you know, like I got kicked out of my apartment. It was like got laid off at work, and it was just like, man,
it's time.
Yeah, it's time. Because now I don't have an excuse. I always had the excuse. Well, I got a job, or well, I got to pay this part. Yeah, and it's like, no. I'm actually working with Connor this week. Connor got me a job at the
Connor Bentley.
Yeah, he got me a job at the pizza place.
Saw dude.
Yeah, saw dude.
What was it? I can't do the laugh. Nobody can do the. I heard Connor's laugh from outside once. Like we were in the comedy club and like some guy was on stage slick bombing, and I just hear Connor outside. Then everybody else laughed inside. The guy on stage thought it was him, but it wasn't. It was Connor's laugh that made everyone laugh.
Dude, we were in South Carolina, and I was talking about. I was like, yeah, I think I got a job with this dude Connor. He's a comedian, and they're like, with the laugh.
The laugh.
I was like, oh, it's lit.
Connor, your laugh was legendary. So.
Bro, ride it to the bank.
It's
like
almost
Liz.
as legendary as Jerry Truman's ass like a baconator.
Dude.
That is the most iconic thing in comedy history.
The fact that he hasn't recorded that and made a video of him in like Burger King
or
Wendy's. Yeah.
They would totally let him. They would give him all the bacon.
Oh my God, with a chick dressed up as the Wendy's
He could
girl?
get sponsored. Well, he would have
with
to change
the red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and just have her just out there twerking, and he's just like pulling on Wendy's.
Somebody dressed as Dave.
Girl.
Dave's out there throwing some French fries on her.
Or like making it rain patties, just. And then Jerry Truman just, damn girl. You got an ass like a baconator.
Hey, if anybody hears this and can make that happen, we need to get that film.
Jerry Truman, you need to do this. It's like Remo Rod told me, dear God. He was like, boy, I gotta ask you. And I was like, what? No, it was Mo Williams. He was like, how come you have never, ever, ever went to Party City and bought a Frozone costume? And I was like, I beg your pardon. He was like, you know you look like Frozone. He's like, you look like Frozone when you take the suit off.
Oh my God.
I was like, I do. And he was like, for real, you could be the next big thing. You can just walk in the house with your Frozone costume and be like, oh, with your badass hairline.
Damn.
And just be like, y'all need to chill. And just like put ice everywhere. And I was like, you know what? So you grab a beer, like, you want me to grab a beer out of the fridge? It's okay. And it's cold and you just crack it open. So you could be famous. But you want to tell jokes. I was like, I do want to tell the jokes.
So why is everybody hating on your hairline, man? What is that about? There's some strong hate. I see it on Facebook a lot, bro.
It is some strong hate going on after me. And I'm not sure why. I can't do nothing about it. And if I did do something about it, it would make me get roasted twice as hard. Only women have the luxury of having fucked up hair on Monday and then Tuesday having new hair. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, oh my God, bitch, I see you. Cute. Homegirl is snatched. You know what I'm saying? But let me come in with like a lineup and edges and like a high top fade. You laughing right now. If I was like, hey, what up, Keegan? When they go dap you up, you would just laugh back like, no.
It's like them videos where the dude paint the beard on.
Right.
Hell no, dude.
Bro, if I start sweating, you're gonna be like, hey, bro, want me to cut the fan on?
Yeah. Look like your mascara is running.
I'm sitting in the car like, or I would walk in somewhere and somebody would see me with a hairline. I'd just be like, hey, what up? Go dap them up, and they would just like with a water bottle or something. Like, take that off. You can't just come in here like that.
Bro, you had the show. They got water balloons. Y'all quit playing.
Now I usually shave my hair. I do, but I have this amazing hatfish joke, and I get such a great reaction.
It's a good joke, man. It's such a good bit.
I get such great reaction from it that I'm like, I can't cut. If I shave it all off, I can't do that joke anymore because I look better bald. So the point is to be busted when I do the thing, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard the joke, you know. I'm like, got called a hatfish. Like, what's that? I'm like, you look good with a hat on until you take your hat off. Whenever I take my hat off, everyone's like, oh! Like people scream. They don't even laugh. They are hurting. They're pointing like, oh! Like tapping other people like,
dude, look, you catching this?
And then I just stand there for a second and wait for them all to be quiet. I put my hat back on. And I'm like, and I told my girl, well, you got honor roll titties.
Oh, yeah.
Women don't like being told they got small titties, even if it's true.
I know. They're the first to rip on a motherfucker with a small dick.
This actually happened. I've seen memes of it, but I've never done it before. My fiance was going in on my hairline, bro. Like, just going in. She did like 7, and I just sat there and took them all. And then she was like, what are you looking at? And I said, can I get one? And she was like, one what? I said, just one. She was like, what are you going to say about me? And I was like, well, your bangs look like somebody banged your bumper and you just kind of kept going. And then she was like, what? I said, your bangs are banged the fuck up. I said, look at them shits. She was like, I did these myself. I said, that's even worse. And then she like sat down in front of that mirror right there and she was like, I don't know why you're being such a fucking asshole right now. And if you didn't like the way my bangs looked, I was like, relax. And she was like, no, fuck you. I said, you literally talked about me for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you were just
I said one thing. I said, I didn't even mention your thunder thighs. And then she was like, excuse me? And I was like, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I'm just already out here. I made a little fort.
Yeah, but I say, if you're in the doghouse, get comfy.
Yeah,
I said this on stage once, so I was like, you ever tell your significant other the 3 words that just ends every argument? And then somebody in the crowd was like, I love you, and I was like, nah, you gained weight. And then the whole crowd said, ooh. And I was like, tough crowd.
Tough crowd. A lot of y'all gained some weight.
Some of y'all gained some weight.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, you're having a hard time losing it?
Yeah. My girl, I went in the other day, I was just talking about some girl walking by, and I was like,
okay.
I just was like, look at this. Look at these ugly ass mom shorts she's got on.
So you looking at her ass?
No, I'm going in on the mom shorts, and then my girl looks over, I look over her, she's mad as hell, and I go, what? She goes, do you know how many dates I've worn mom shorts or mom jeans on? You didn't tell me you didn't like them. I was like, oh, see, that's such a girl thing. I wouldn't even think like that.
I'm like, I can't say that to you.
And then I was like, there's nothing you can say, like, oh, I did just shit on them, and you do wear those all the time. I didn't even think about that.
Right. Nothing you say at this point was a fight. I think she just wanted to fight.
Right. I see that a lot too. She gets like that, and that's fine, man. Everybody needs an outlet.
Right. Some people can't do comedy. Some people just gotta talk shit.
I'll flame her ass up on stage. We might be fighting at home, but I'll get up on stage and just flame her ass up and feel better about it.
My fiance doesn't come to my show, so I talk about her a lot.
Yeah.
Like one of the things I just said recently, I was like, my fiance, she's Korean. I told my older brother she was Korean because he thought she was white, and he was like, yo, that's crazy. I said, what's crazy? He was like, I ain't never seen an Asian pussy before. I was like, not even once? He was like, nah, I usually got pixels on it. Because the porn sites, they make it all pixelated with the pussy. I was like, Jesus. And I was like, you know what's crazy? He was like, what? And I said, there are pixels there right now. Like, it's not even the camera. They're really just, it feels great.
Yeah, it feels great, but I don't know.
Like, I'm Wreck-It Ralph in that pussy, you know what I'm saying?
I actually loved that movie, by the way.
I've never seen it. I've never seen Coco either. I heard that was really good.
All right, Coco is one of my favorite movies. It's up there, dude.
I've seen Into the Spider-Verse. That is my favorite movie right now.
Now, how good was that fucking movie?
It was way better than I anticipated.
Way better. And everybody told me it was good.
It's on Netflix right now. When I tell you, I wasn't prepared for how good that movie was. And it's a cartoon. I wasn't ready.
Have you noticed? All right, so if you go back and watch it, so at the beginning when Miles is first starting, his aesthetic is like purple and green.
Yeah.
Especially it peaks when he's doing the thing with his
spray
uncle.
paint.
Yeah. And then when he meets Spider-Man and they look at each other and they have the spider sense, it's like his is purple and
blue
green,
and red, and Spider-Man's is yellow.
It's blue and red, and then it all changes. And then for the rest of the movie, his whole aura and color palette that's around him is red and blue. It's crazy.
I didn't even realize.
I didn't realize until the other day I was watching. I'm like, yo, this is wild. The amount of detail they put into this.
And the shoes too, and the music. The whole soundtrack is fire too.
Cheers to Into the Spider-Verse, and it's trippy as shit. Seth Rogen was like, you should eat some mushrooms and go see this. I was like, Seth knows what's up, bro.
I would recommend it as well.
Not too many. You're not gonna be able to pay attention. Just a couple, microdose.
He's gonna be in a movie theater, just like.
Do you trip? Do you do psychedelics?
Yep.
Nice.
I haven't done them since last year on Christmas.
Nice.
I usually have like a little weird prerequisite before I do shrooms. I have to have like 3 or 4 really good days in a row.
See, now that's not a bad idea. That's a good.
Like if I have 2 good days and the 3rd day's kind of shitty, I'm kind of pissed off. I'm like, yeah, I can't take them.
Yeah.
Mom was like, why? I was like, that's just the always way I've done them.
You know how many people I know trip on Christmas? A ton. A ton of people.
Holy shit. Like I did lights everywhere.
Yes. And it's like you're at the house, there's nothing to do.
I hear jingle bells and there's no music. I just be
You ever take acid?
negative Ghost Rider.
What?
Because I'm afraid, and because I'm afraid, I won't take it.
Man, don't let the Reagans do you like that. Fuck Nancy Reagan.
And like everybody's always there, like, bro, you gotta get some LSD, just a little drop or this like I was like,
no,
what?
Don't put fucking drugs in your eyes.
Right. I can't even shoot needles. I don't even like shots.
Oh, you don't like shots?
No. I do it, but I don't like it. But I won't put the eyeball on the LSD.
No, I wouldn't either.
Question though, what was one of your most memorable bombs?
I would have to say my first bomb ever was at Chuck's, and
That was the most memorable?
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad to the point where when I was like trying to finish my set, I looked over and this girl was just like, it was like she was watching like somebody shit live in a person. She was just like, ugh. And I'm like, look, I don't want to finish this as bad as you don't want to hear it, but like, we're all gonna get it together. And I was like laying down on the ground trying to do some like physical comedy, and it was like I went way over the top and got nothing in return. And it was that first real bomb where I walked home.
Oh,
and I was like
shit.
rethinking everything that I had done up until that point. I'm like, comedy? Comedy?
I've never heard somebody say they bombed and walked home. That's a long walk.
It was a long walk. It was a real long walk. My car got declined when I went to go get a drink after the set. I was like, well, fuck, let me just at least go get a drink.
And then God had other plans. Like, no, you need to wallow in this. You need to let this happen. A homie told me Bohica, which is bend over, here it comes again. I was like, wow, he was in the military. He was like, yeah, Bohica, bro, every day, just bend over, here it comes again.
Yeah, that's a good slogan for comedy.
Mm-hmm. Another person was like, being a comedian is like being a crackhead. And I was like, how? He's like, no matter how bad that crack rock is, you're going to want another one. You're going to want a better rock. You don't want to just end on that one.
Exactly. As I've gotten further in doing stand-up now, if I bomb, it's like, I can't wait to get back up on stage. Because now, it's like, if I bomb, it's because I'm doing something new. Right. So it's almost like a good thing for me to be like, all right, that didn't work, or this kind of worked. It's like, what people don't understand is if you come out and you do a room of 400 people, like that is way easier to me than doing a room of 9 people. Mm-hmm. It's that uncomfortable vibe. At least with 400 people, you get half of them laughing.
People into laughing.
Exactly. The whole room's gonna laugh because they feel that energy. You got 9 people, everybody's uncomfortable.
Everybody is very uncomfortable where they are.
And then the first 3 people do some weird shit and they
when it's 9 people, there's 2 people here, 1 person in this corner, somebody behind you smoking a cigarette, and then like 3 people at the bar with their backs turned.
Yeah, and I counted the bartender as one of the 9.
Yes, and the server, who, while you're on stage, can I get you anything else? A better career. I'm fucking killing out here. But I just want to tell you, like, everybody bombs. Like, last night was at Hole in the Wall. Oh man, Plug Chapman caught an L.
I saw his Facebook stats.
Bro, he did a video on Instagram. He was right before he got off stage, he was like, hey, look, man, this shit ain't hitting. I worked on this shit all week. All right, cool. I waited 3.5 hours to bomb for 15 minutes in front of 9 people. Y'all have a good day. And then he was like, actually, hey, I'll be home, supposed to be home in about an hour. So if y'all don't hear from me after about an hour, somebody come by and check on me, make sure I ain't kill myself.
Damn.
And then he did the video on his car on Instagram. He like, this comedy shit ain't for the faint-hearted.
No, it's not. People don't understand. If you don't do it, it's like there's nothing more demoralizing than something you thought was funny. You genuinely thought was like nobody's shitting on your painting.
Right.
Like, nobody comes up to a painting like.
Right. They look at your painting and then just throw paint on it and keep walking.
Throw chicken wings at it.
the bones. They start throwing bones at you from still wet. Just
at your art exhibit, like, boom, motherfucker. Like, I ain't been booed off stage, but
that was the next question. You ever been booed?
No. The worst I ever saw somebody get booed off stage was at a Currency Smoke Dizza show. The Big Crit was there, and a dude got up and opened, and he bombed so bad, like he got booed off stage. Somebody took their shoe off.
No.
And hit this motherfucker in the face with the shoe.
And went home
while he was rapping. That's what I said. I said,
you sacrificed your foot to tell this dude he was trash.
Oh, they were so mad they hit him with the shoe. And didn't even get the shoe back. It stayed on stage.
Of course, I ain't giving it back. It's mine now. I got 1 shoe, you got 1 shoe, we got no shoe.
And he was like this white dude, and he lit up a joint and was like trying to smoke on stage because he's like, I thought this was the Smokers Club tour. Security came out and was like, put that out. Who do you think you are? So he got jumping for smoking on stage.
Probably got booed.
Oh yeah.
Got hit with a shoe.
Oh,
it's all bad.
When I watched that, I was like, I don't ever want that to happen to me. Ever.
I tell people, I was like, bombing or drowning or whatever you want to call it on stage sucks because, like you said, nobody wants to go on stage with something that they don't believe is funny. They actually believe is good. Like I told you, I said, imagine you're a cook, right? And every day you make this bomb-ass chicken stir fry. Everybody that's ever had your stir fry said this is the best stir fry they've ever had. And then you go to this place in Kansas, and same recipe. You bring that fire ass chicken stir fry to Kansas, and somebody just goes like, and then look right and just flip the whole shit on you. And you're like, okay, cool. Let me make some lo mein real quick, because you just a chef.
Yeah.
You cook that next lo mein because that's your next best thing. And then they take a bite and go, take a noodle and then throw it at you. And then you're like, maybe I shouldn't cook anymore.
Yeah, maybe I should just quit, go back to school. No, I watched the guy, his name was Brandon Kiefer, and this was when I first started.
That name sounds familiar.
He's out, I'm not sure where he is now. He might be in Chicago, but he's funny as shit. But he was, when I first started, he had just kind of like left Savannah, and so I was in Savannah. But we did a show on Tybee, and it was like this.
Tybee Island?
Yeah, super redneck, like
vacation.
Rough bar. We walk in and everybody was like, gonna do some new shit, and everybody's like, just put their notebooks away. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, we're bringing an A game.
Chris is lame murdered his opening joke.
Chris is lame is one of my favorite comedians.
I think it was called like Nick's 1971 or something. He's like, Nick's 1971? Was that the last time y'all let a black guy in here? And like, it was a bunch of dudes in camo, and the only people that laughed were like the fucking comedians. We lost it. But Brandon got up there and he did a bit, and it was a bit about like calling the KKK hotline. It's just this fucking ridiculous bit. He calls a hotline, he leaves a message. Murdered. Like, I'm talking about the room, like nobody did good that night, but he was, like, people were getting up from the bar to walk away, they're laughing so hard. Then he goes across the street, eats a dick. Not even 10 minutes later, and during the bit, people are standing up going, who the fuck thinks this is funny? And he's like, the people across the street 10 minutes ago. Like, and that was my big eye-opening experience of like, whoa, you can take the same material, same delivery and everything, and it's just
and
like,
eat a whole dick.
Eat a whole bag of them.
That happened to me, it was a Monday at the Tex-Mex Comedy. I remember I went, there was, like you said, there was probably like 6 people in the crowd. One was here, one was here, one was here. I was first. And I was like, all right.
And I was first.
Yeah, I was first. I wanted it because I had another show to go to. And I was like, yo, let me just get in, get out. Show started a little late. I was going to be late for the other show. I said, let me just get this in real quick. She brings me up. And I was like, yeah, all 6 of y'all, I'm going to need you to come right here. Like to this one table. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to sound like I'm garbage. Silence. And I was like, see how that worked? I need you to come right here.
Like, y'all prove my point right here. That was terrible.
This is the only time I did my getting pulled over joke. And not a single laugh.
Really?
Not one. The only time that has ever happened to me in like the year and a half I've been working on it, the only, like not a single laugh. Because at the end of it, I was like, you know, are you British? And I was like, no, but a nigga scared, sir.
Damn.
That's my time, guys. No clapping. I just walk off the stage. I was like,
dang.
Woo! And Cap Drosky was there. Cap and like Mandel was there. Mandel was like, hey, this is a lot of fun. That's what he said. He said this is a lot of fun. That's what he always said.
You said it just like him too. That was
wow, yeah. Wow. And then
terrible.
I went to Star Bar right after. I was up number 6. That's like the toast special spot.
Yeah.
You know, I usually give you like 6 minutes, 7 minutes at that spot. I was up for 12, and I'm in there just
cleaning up.
Same exact set. Same. I have a recording. And these people are in there. Oh, like the cameras are shaking, and I was like, y'all wouldn't believe me if I told y'all I ate a dick with them same jokes an hour ago. I've never felt like I should quit something quicker in my whole life.
Yeah. That's why every time that I do a show, if I'm in Atlanta on a Wednesday and I have a book show, I did Orpheus Brewing last week. I got a book show. Dude, it's great. You need to, we'll talk after this. I'll get you hooked up. You need to do that room. It's a little tiny room on the side. I like small rooms. It's fucking...
The laughter's just like...
It echoes and it's perfect. You got to do that room. I'll send you some contacts and stuff. But I did that, and then it was like, as soon as I got done, my girlfriend's like, where are we going now? I'm like, Arcadia. She's like, why? I'm gonna go eat a bag of dicks in this open mic.
You wanna go to Relapse? You wanna go to Strand, eat a dick real quick?
Let me go work on some stuff that I just have half-baked premises, and I'm just gonna just lob them at the crowd and just eat it up.
I did that one night at the Strand, literally I did 5 minutes of just shitty jokes, one-liners. 3 of them hit. One of them, I was like, I just found out I'm allergic to dogs. Somebody was like, boo. I said, shut up. It's not my fault. I didn't choose this. I was like, but I guess that's God's way of letting me know he don't want me to have no bitches in my life. Silence. And then somebody was like, ha! Like one person, I was like, he gets it.
Yeah.
Then they y'all love that. This guy knows what I'm talking about.
Hey, what's your Twitter handle, bro? I'll send you some more shit.
I'm here all night.
I'll tag you, dude.
Next question.
Can I hit this?
Yes, you can. Do what you do. Have you ever been starstruck meeting somebody? We got about 3 minutes left, by the way. Like, you're just like, oh, shit.
Like in comedy?
Or just in period, like in entertainment.
So, yeah, when we did a show in Savannah, and it was for, I guess it was, can't even remember the channel right now because I'm high as fuck, but you know Norman Reedus, the guy that's Daryl on Walking Dead?
Yeah.
He did that show Ride with Norman Reedus through AMC. Mm-hmm. So they came down to Savannah. Long story short, I got a call, ended up being on the show. Well, they're like, we have an A-list celebrity. We're not letting anybody know who it is until the night of. So we show up, we sign the releases, we're hanging out.
The NDAs.
They come backstage and they're like, well, they got all the TV cameras there. We're shooting for TV. And they're like, so it's Dave Chappelle. So you're going up right before him. It's gonna be you, one of the guys, and Dave Chappelle. And I hadn't been doing comedy that long. And it was just, dude, that was intense. Like being in there and like...
Did you eat a bag of dicks?
No, I actually did pretty good. The crowd was so hyped up. And then, so here's the kick. This is when they got starstruck. So he comes out, he just murders with crowd work. He's drunk as shit, taking shots on stage, just having fun, not really doing a set. And that was before his Netflix stuff came out. So he wasn't doing any of that material. So then after he gets done, he sings I'm a Creep with the whole crowd, like karaoke style. People leave the bar. Well, they won't let people back in the bar because he's still in the building. So like everybody leaves. Well, there's maybe 30 people left in the bar and everybody's like trying to get back in, and the bouncer's like, no, once you leave, you leave. He comes back out. For the next hour and a half to 2 hours, he DJs up at the sound booth and starts coming down to the bar, taking shots with us and drinking with us. That's when I was starstruck. When he was walking around the bar, like at this bar that we go to all the time, and he's like taking shots and like petting people's dog, I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy.
Petting white women's dogs.
Right, like that's Dave Chappelle. And he had like a bouncer that walked around with him. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Big motherfucker.
And you know, Norman Reedus, he's wild as shit. So I go to the bathroom and there's this bouncer at the door and he's like, bathroom's closed. I'm like, okay, bro. So I'm like, trying to go by him and he's like, pushing me up against Walmart. He's like, bathroom is fucking closed.
Get your big ass hands off me.
Like, and I look over and there's like 8 people in a stall. And one dude like looks over the thing. He's like, nah, he's cool. He was one of the comedians tonight. And I'm like, cool, man. So I walk in and I'm like peeing. Everybody comes out of the stall. It's like 8 people. Norman Reedus is one of them. So he's passing around a bag with the key, and I'm like peeing. I'm like, damn, like this is really going down in here. So I turn around, they're like, you want to join? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, when in Rome. So we're sitting around doing blow, and Norman Reedus is telling us stories about Walking Dead. He's like sitting over there like, so I was on the audition, and I didn't even have a part. And I was like, well, this is crazy. This dude is so famous. Because that was at the peak of Walking Dead. I was just like, wow. This is wild. That's how famous I want to be. When I go to the bathroom to do blow with strangers,
and
I'm like, hey,
hold the door. Yeah, don't come in here.
Don't let anybody
Fuck
in.
off.
Yeah, tell them that they can't come in.
Well, folks, we're at the end of the show. And as always, I'll be black. That's all white with you. And me and Keegan Ray will bid you adieu. You can follow him on Instagram at Curtis Cushion.
Yep.
With a K all day, both of them. And adios, arrivederci, ciao. Shalom, auf Wiedersehen, das Vidania, namaste, annyeonghaseyo, ciao, bye.